Hello. PDCurses is an external library that can be added to C and C++ to allow you to write better programs, but setting up an external library can be a challenge the first time you do it. The first thing you need to do is point your browser to pdcurses.sourceforge.net. Once there, find the Downloads, click on it. Click on the Download button next to PDCurses, and then scroll down and choose the pdcurses.zip file. There's also pdcurses tar.gz there, but if you don't know how to use it, just stick with zip. Save that file, and when it's finished downloading, go to where the file was saved, right mouse click and choose Extract All. The extraction wizard here wants to put it in a directory off where the zip file is. Let's give it a more permanent home. C/pdcurses would be fine, but I'm going to recommend putting it under the directory you install code blocks in, which, if you followed my last tutorial video, would mean this goes in c:/codeblocks/pdcurses, and I'm giving it a 3.3 for the version number. Click Yes to show the files when the installation is done. Here's your PDCurses, but it's not ready to be used. Select the address in the address bar, right mouse click and choose Copy. We'll need that later. Now we need to go to a command prompt. To open the command prompt, under the Start menu, choose Programs, Accessories. There's the command prompt. This is the command prompt. Type cd / to get to the root directory, and type cls and press enter to clear the screen. We're in for what's going to seem like a lot of nonsensical typings, but follow along. Type set, in all caps, pdcurses_srcdir equals for source directory. Then right mouse click on the command window and choose paste, then press enter. Now type path equals and input the path of your code blocks binary, which, if you followed my installation, should be c:/codeblock/MinGW/bin. Press enter. Now we need to go to our PDCurses directory, type cd, right mouse click and paste, press enter. Then type cd win32 and press enter. Now careful with this one. MinGW32-MAKE space -F space MinGWIN32.MAK and press enter. What's happening is PDCurses is now being compiled. All the individual files are being translated into computer code, and then they're all being brought together into one file, pdcurses.a, which is a library file that we can use. You can see it right there. Excellent. We're ready to use that pdcurses.a file in a program. So now I want you to just either type exit or X out of the command window and start up code blocks. Don't need that window open anymore. Now I'm going to start code blocks, programs, code blocks, and it's ready to go in just a moment. Make a new project either by clicking here on the Start here for Create New Project, or click the new icon and choose Project, or in the File, choose File, New, Project. Click on a console application. Hit Next. Choose that we're going to do this one in C and hit Next. Then we are going to name this one Curses Test and click Next. Click Next, and your project should be ready to go. Just like with any project, your source is going to be kept under Sources, and the main file is going to be called main.c. Open that up. There's our generic hello world. We don't want the generic hello world this time, so go ahead, highlight it, delete it, and we want to type in a hello world for PDCurses. I just happen to have one right here. This program includes the PDCurses header, initializes the screen under main. It initializes the screen. It uses print W to output hello world, and I've even added that PDCurses works there. Then it calls refresh to put it up on the screen, waits for a user input, and once it gets that, end win and exit the program. So let's hit build and run and see what happens. what happens is it doesn't compile. Look at that messages window. Look at all those errors. Why didn't it work? Because it didn't find the library we just wrote. It doesn't know where it is. So how do we tell it where it is? In the menu, click on Project, click on Build Options, and when the window pops up, click on Linker Settings. Now we need to tell the compiler to link to the curses library. So click on Add. We need to find that library we just made. So go to My Computer, C Drive, Code Blocks, PDCurses, Win32, and there it is, PDCurses.a. Double click on it, OK. Click No, we don't want to keep it a relative path. Now, for good measure, let's make sure that it can find anything else it needs by adding the curses and the curses Win32 directories to the search engines. Click on the Search Directories tab, and you'll see 3 subtabs: Compiler, Linker, and Resource Compiler. I can never remember which directories which part needs, so we're going to add both the curses directory and the curses Win32 directory to them all. No harm in a little overkill. Under the Compiler tab, click Add. If you still have the PDCurses directory in your clipboard, you can paste that in, but I don't, so I'm going to have to navigate to it. My Computer, C, Code Blocks, PDCurses, Win32, OK. Adding that to it, no, and then highlight it and copy that. It's going to save ourselves some time, because next time when we add, all we have to do is paste that we just added, and then delete the Win32 part, so we're only adding the PDCurses directory, and then click OK. Now click on the Linker tab and add those same 2 directories to it. Now I'm going to talk for a second about relative. Why don't we want to keep them relative? Well, it's very simple. We might move those project files one day, and if we do, if those files are relative, it's going to want to move them as well. But PDCurses isn't going to move. We've associated it with Code Block. It's going to stay right where it is. So it's better not to make that relative. Almost done. Now click OK, and now when you click Build and Run, it should compile. Drum roll, please. It's compiling. It's linking. And then there it is. Hello world, Curses works, your first Curses program. Well, just like last time, we're going to make this your own. So inside the quotes, I want you to add a little something. I'm going to add, I'm awesome. Then run it, and you have created your own first Curses program. Congratulations. And now you're ready to write Curses programs. For examples of Curses programs that you can type in yourself, please come visit us at cymonsgames.retroremakes.com. Look forward to seeing you there.